Okay, today is July the 30th, 2016, and right now at 10:40 p.m. in the foothills of Los Angeles, we have a temperature of 73 degrees. The relative humidity is 74%. We have a dew point of 65 degrees, and the barometer is reading 29.95 inches. All right, so right now, well, today we had very humid weather. We had some monsoonal moisture that had moved into the Southern California area. It looked like a haze. We had like a white haze in the sky all day, and that extended from the foothill areas in the valleys all the way to the beach. I was in Malibu today. I wanted to ride down there and see what it was like down there, and had the same temperature. Well, the same conditions in the skies. It was a little cooler down there. The humidity was a little higher. Uh, but we had hot weather today in Southern California in the 90s again. And we have a big fire up in Big Sur, which is just south of the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area. Big Sur is a beautiful area. It's has many redwood trees and scenic coastline and all sorts of trees. And because of the drought that is being manufactured by these terrorists controlling our weather, that area of land right along the sea for I think it's about 70 or 80 miles, the Big Sur area is very dry and it's parched because of no rain and the artificial uh, high pressure and the low humidity that we're seeing in our area of California right here is causing some major problems. Now we have this huge fire in Big Sur that has burned, I think, 63 homes, I think is what they said. I don't remember exactly. It's somewhere right around 60 homes. And we see that once again, California is pretty much high and dry. There's not much rain in California. We can go and take a look right now at the at the Intellicast map. We can see that California is dry pretty much all the way up to Oregon and all the way down to the border. Now notice that Arizona, Nevada, we have Utah and New Mexico. All of these states are getting some kind of moisture, but California is not. Let's go take a look right now at the MODIS Today map. Right, I think it's right here, and we're looking at the Colorado River right here. This is the Nevada border. We have Hoover Dam, and we have we got a frozen up map here. Look at this. Okay, Lake Mead, and we have Hoover Dam, Colorado River, all the way down here to the Mexican border and the Gulf of California right here. But notice the concentration of aerosols. These are chemtrail aerosols all the way up to Lake Mead. We see the brilliant white clouds over here and off to the left. Now let's take a look. We can see these brilliant white clouds. These are natural clouds, brilliant white. Now we see this gray haze all through here. This is the chemtrail mix that is sprayed over the tops of these natural clouds. These are thunderheads that are rising and attempting to rise and create precipitation. The convection process is being hindered by these chemtrails. Notice they are sprayed in high concentrations right up and down this entire Colorado River area. And we've seen this before. This has got to be stopped, folks. We have a serious drought. We've got fires burning up the place, and here we have all this evidence, and we have Jerry Brown and these idiots running California who cannot connect these dots. Look at all these chemtrails right over the river area. It's pretty obvious. Look at that. Then we pan out to the east. Look at all this chemtrail activity out here. So we had some thunderstorm activity developing here, and they sprayed that. This is a mixture of chemtrails and the natural clouds. We can see all that right there. And then here we have some clouds that have not even been sprayed over. All right. Let's go back again to the big map, and we can see that We have a very large clearing of high pressure that's been installed here. We have something here. This is a dry upper level low. I think that is the remnants of Darby, Hurricane or Tropical Storm Darby. One of the two. That might be, I can't remember, maybe Estelle. Anyhow, there's a dry upper level low right there spinning counterclockwise. But look at this line right along here. This is a man-made border. That's been installed. Nothing is getting south of that area of high pressure that's been placed in this area. We can see that nothing is moving south. Also, this is being identified as a jet stream flow right through here. And that is not actually what's happening. That is not a jet stream flow. That's actually a transmitter plowing a path to prevent this monsoonal moisture right here from merging with, this is a upper level low pressure system right here over Canada that is spinning counterclockwise. So they built in a blockade right here, a clearing to prevent these thunderstorms here from merging with that area of low pressure. Now also we have high pressure right over central and southern California. We can see everything moving clockwise right here, and that will spin this part of these storms away in a clockwise manner away from California. We had very hazy skies all day. It was very strange, very, very odd. But if we take a look at these maps, some of that weather did get into the interior of eastern California, right down here near the Salton Sea. And we'll take a close-up look at that. They blew that apart, and there was a southerly flow, a sort of a south-westerly flow, and all of that steam came right over our area, and that's what caused the very hazy skies and the high humidity. So we actually got the remnants of a blown-apart storm today in Southern California. Down here we have a disturbance that has a 70% chance of hurricane formation. In 2 days, we can see all that red thunderstorm activity down here on the chart. That's the most intense thunderstorm activity. We can see all that red there. Here's the southwest. Here's the southwest water vapor map. Okay, and here's Southern California. LA is right there, right there. And we can see that things are moving in a clockwise manner. That is because they've got high pressure installed right, pretty much right over the Arizona-California border area. And we can see these storms bubbling up. These are being hit with microwave. If we go to the next map here, the rainbow map, we can see these are very intense. Thunderstorms are deep red. And this area right over here, we see that this was blown apart. This was an area of thunderstorms right there. That's the tail end of that sequence. And that is probably what caused all of the haze in our skies today in Los Angeles, which is right there. That little peninsula is, that's the Palos Verdes Peninsula. Long Beach is right on the underside of that. So we had a lot of high humidity and heat with a dew point of about 64 degrees all day long. And so this is what caused all that steam, that very strange haze. So they wiped out an opportunity for rain today, right here. These terrorists that are controlling our weather have stopped the rain once again. And these people are terrorists. They need to be identified. We have to find out how they're doing this and do something about it, because this cannot go on. This cannot go on. There's not going to be any forest left in this state if this goes on. That's the bottom line. Somebody's starting these fires, and the firemen are not as adept at putting out fires. They seem to take a lot longer to fight fires because of the lack of equipment. The LA City Council is just now figuring out that they need to get on the stick and order helicopters and these planes that scoop up a lot of water. I don't think the planes should be the first priority. I think the helicopters, the big heavy lift sky crane choppers are the ones to order. Those are much more effective, and you don't need a lake and a lot of space to scoop water. Now look at all the photoshopping going on here in the visible light map. Right here through Mexico and into Arizona and all the way up. You see these are all being blown apart. And we can see the remnants of the this area right here, which was blown apart earlier today. Right up here you can see the evaporation. They blew that apart right there. Let's go back and look at that again in the rainbow map. We can see right here they just wiped that out. These terrorists have to be exposed, and that's why I'm doing these videos every day. I started noticing this pattern here about 3 years ago, and I just decided, well, I never wanted to go onto YouTube, but this has to be exposed for what it is. And this is deliberate, and it is terrorism. There's no two ways about it. Here's the jet stream. They're showing a small area of high-speed flow right here going into Washington. If we go back to the big map, we see that this blockade right here is actually what they're identifying as part of the jet stream right through here. That's false. What they're doing here is they're just, like I said, they're separating these two weather systems from each other. That's all it is. All right, let's take a look at the, this is the sea level pressure analysis. See high pressure dominating the East Pacific once again. And we have an area of low pressure identified right here. That's right over southern Montana and Idaho. This entire area is ID'd as low pressure. All right, let's take a look next at the 500 millibar. This is 18,000 feet. And we see all the high pressure installed all through this entire area. This is why the entire East Pacific Ocean is completely cleared out. If we go back again to the big map, look at this clearing of high pressure all through here. This is why the ocean temperatures are rising. You know, the top 3 or 4 feet of ocean water is much warmer than it should be. And there was just a large article in the on the internet here, I think it was Thursday or Friday, about Lake Tahoe and how the surface temperature of Lake Tahoe is rising at a rate that has never been seen. That is the lake temperature. And that is because of the same reason that this is all rising in temperature, because this is, look at the state here. Let's take a look here at the, this is the western U.S. map. Lake Tahoe is pretty much under sunlight, you know, for months at a time, as shown on these maps. This is a water vapor map for the western U.S. And this is why Lake Tahoe and the Sierra are not getting snow and rain and everything else. Here we are in the summertime. We should be getting a lot of rain, and it's being prevented. So these are why the water temperatures are rising, because of man-made weather manipulation. These terrorists, and that's exactly what they are, folks. I'm dead serious when I say these people are terrorists. They absolutely are. We have a huge fire in Big Sur, wiping out homes, and instead of allowing rain, they're preventing the rain. Certainly these boobs know that there's a fire going on in Big Sur, and just like there was a fire down here in Southern California, the same thing. They blocked all the rain there as well. So let's go back to that 300 millibar map and take a look. We have an area of high pressure parked right over the southwest once again. There's the 500 millibar again. We have all this high pressure all over the entire East Pacific. We have a low, that dry upper level low we were talking about. There it is. We have a low here. All the rest of it is high pressure. That's at 18,000 feet. Now, at 30,000 feet, we have high pressure right over the Southern California area. We have some strange returns right here. All right. Okay, so that is pretty much the that is the report for today, and we will do another update tomorrow.